It is the penultimate round of the ARCSOA Elite Series season here at Calder Park Thunderdome. Here for the final oval of the season. This was originally supposed to run on the Calder Park road course. However, the road course didn't exactly look all that prepared for the event. And we found out this out a couple weeks ago because there was a 3-week gap in between. So a lot of teams had to really throw together their Walt Disney World cars, which they were told ahead of time that this could be a possibility that we could be running on the oval. So keep your Walt Disney World cars ready to go. But we are here on the oval today. And this track actually is very, 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 very evenly matched line-wise. There's a lot of stuff going on this track where the inside line and the outside line all weekend have been pretty even, actually. So we're in for a thrilling race here on this 1.2-mile oval, we believe. Vince Freeze is our pole sitter today, so he adds 3 points to a critical championship race here. Remember, you have to be within 28 points leaving this race to have a championship contention leaving here, to be in championship contention. So Madeline Maya, we know, is already in the fight, but it's going to come down to a bunch of other people seeing if Vince Freeze, Kenny Myatt, Cody Lamas, and Noah Hart and Vanderpesh can all make the best of their championship runs here. Let's go down to the starting grid. Vince Freeze is on pole, and alongside him you got Trek Tauger. Great to see Tauger this high up the grid. Next row, we've got Noah Hart and Jacob Hart on the grid. Noah Hart needs a miracle to get into this race, it seems like, to get into the championship hunt. Nick Pericles and Kenny Myatt are on row 3 of the grid with Scott Roush and Eric Monaco on row 4. Monaco's been very strong here. Dewitt Ferdale Jr. is the highest of the FBI cars, and alongside of him you have Benoit Lathere-Irvine. In the next row, 6th row, you've got Tim Fiegel and Aiden Shepard on that position right there. Great to see them that high up the grid. Christian Vanderpesh, a major championship contender, and Alexander Spencer are on the grid with Ryan Hopt and Zachary Fitzwater, the Australian, as well on the grid. Cody Lamas and Sean Perkins are the next 2 cars on the grid. Lamas is a championship contender and needs a good race today to stay in this championship height. Nathan Ormond is now taking over car 15 for Tyler Faber. Faber was unable to make it to the last 2 races of the season, and Connor Monaco is alongside of him. Championship leader, the car 91, Maddie Myatt in the next position on the grid. Alongside of her, you have Jesse Turner on the grid as well, with Johannes Rudavara, Roman Rahal, Maverick Force, Kitsune Hashimoto, that's not Ratzenberger, I apologize. That's Milorad Ryback and Tanya Jackwater on the grid. Clara Irwin, Sean Ard, and Scott Roush, who crashed in qualifying in a backup car, will be starting dead last. Let's go down to the race today. Vince Freeze will lead the field to the green here at Calder Park here in Australia, near Melbourne, Australia. Here we go. Green flag is out, and away we go. Like I said, the 2 lines on this track tend to be pretty even here, except Trek Tauger did not get going. Noah Hart's already trying to go for the lead here. Hart needs to basically win this race, it seems like, to have any chance at it here. And down the straightaway he goes. He already is taking after Freeze, and I think Hart's going to lead the first lap, I believe, but that outside line isn't bad around this track, and the outside line is about as even as the inside line. Oh, we got a caution already. That's Scott Roush, the last place starter, and it also looks like Tanya Jackwater with problems as well, so we're going to take a look and see what happened. So on the start here, Art gets into Roush, and that's actually Maverick Force going upside down there. And that's going to be a caution there, and that's going to be Roush out of the race. So yeah, Ard just hooks Jackwater here, and I don't know what Jackwater was thinking, though, trying a middle line there. Probably not a great idea. Jackwater and Roush would fall out of the race, but Noah Hart is in the lead. We're going to look to see where the 91 is. The 91's going to be a big person to watch in this race. We already know Lamas is already pitted for some adjustments to his car. Rahal's blowing up. That's not good for him. Lamas we already know has. Also looks like Eric Monaco got some pit road damage. We'll take a look and see what happened to him. Yeah, this was actually 4 wide here, and this actually involved Cody Lamas, and luckily Lamas was able to get away, but yeah, a lot of damage to the rear end of Monaco from that. So this is the green flag now for the restart. Hopefully we can get a lap of green in this time. Here comes Noah Hart back to the green, and away we go once again here Vince Freeze is in second, two major championship contenders. That's why Lamas pitted, though, was that little incident there. He's all the way towards the back, but has virtually no damage to the car. However, this is kind of some sketchy racing here. As there's Clara Irwin, Ryback, and Turner going 3 wide in the back. Gotta be oh so careful. This track isn't very wide, so you gotta be very careful with what you do with this track, especially considering that all the lines are so even around here. You gotta be, it's hard to actually make a move here. Oh, there's Irwin around! Here we go again, an accident on track here. And that's gonna be another incident there. And we kind of saw that one happening. Luckily for Lamas, he got through it cleanly. But that's gonna be Ormond, Irwin, Shepard, and Monaco once again are out, it looks like this time, as another caution comes out. The front straightaway is quite wide here, and I'm not sure why Turner's forcing so far low there and why Irwin was coming up, but Ryback had nowhere to go there, and well, not a whole lot anybody can really do about that one. Ormond, who has been fast this weekend, is going to probably fall out from that one as well, so we know Monaco and Shepard probably will. This was slowing down after the caution, though. Ryan Hopt and Jacob Hart would make contact. Hart would go spearing into the wall and take out Tauger. So that's those two drivers out of the race as well. Oh, another avoidance here by Cody Lamas. Lamas nearly got into another accident there. This race hasn't exactly been the cleanest start to the race, but there's Kenny Myatt kind of clawing his way up the order of this event. Great to see him that high up the grid, especially considering his daughter is in 9th right now. And with only 28 points being the separation here, he's got to hope that his daughter loses points, actually, for him to have a championship hunt. So that's a real tough predicament for the driver of the 9 to be in, as here comes the 18 to the green here. I think the 18 at this stage is going to be mathematically eliminated. I'm not sure, however, there. Oh, we got Fitzwater, the Australian, going to the high line here, trying to make a move work. Hopefully now we won't get any more cautions, but I shan't hold my breath, as Force nearly got turned there by Connor Monaco there. And this track is once again one of those hard ones where you got to get going again. Of course, Lamas is also pitted again, as did Freeze in this as well. And that's probably why Myatt is so high up the grid, is because she hasn't pitted yet. The 91 car has not pitted yet, and that's actually become very interesting battle here, as the 91 doesn't look the strongest on this track, as the 9 now is going for the lead on the 18, with help from the 4 of Tim Fiegel here. But as you can see, it is a very competitive little track this is here in Australia, but just got to be really careful with how you handle yourself around this track here. As, we got Ormond and Irwin in the pit road. 20 cars are undamaged right now in this race, as here comes the 9 back for the lead, as drivers are just trying to make sure that they can get their way up the order here, as the 9 and the 18 are still fighting for that lead there. It is a very evenly balanced track, this is, so anything is possible around Calder Park. Anything is possible, but it's really hard to make moves on this track, and that is being very difficult for Lamas to get up the order as well here. Keep in mind, all of his major championship contenders are in front of him. However, that car tends to be real strong on the ovals, so we're interested to see how he can get his way up the field here around this track. It is a very, it's a difficult one to really make moves, but it's easy to make moves, but it's hard to complete them on this track. And that's going to be where things are quite difficult for him, as now Hop's already starting to come back on the inside. So it's all about how you get runs on this track also here, as, oh man, the 91's in the lead pack now. That's not what the championship leaders wanted to see, was the 91 fighting for the lead, as the 9 leads the race. If an accident happens in this race, any one of the championship contenders could easily be taken out because of how close the racing has been. As now the 36 now has helped his teammate, the 91, to get up the order here. Or rather, the 36 is probably helping the 91 in championship hunt here. However, the 6 is teammates to the 91's father. And I'm guessing the 6 is going to be helping out there as well, as here comes the 6 down low looking underneath the 91. So here we go. This is very intense racing here, as the leaders are coming up to the 81 of Clara Irwin. and that probably will slow down the 2 leaders. And Lamas is really kind of struggling in the back of this group here, where this is kind of surprising. This was a track where we thought Lamas could really shine, as would his Fordale Enterprises teammate Do It For Dale. Oh, crash! That's Vanderpash in it! Fiegel's in it! Fordale got in it! Did Lamas make it through? I believe he just stopped the car. I don't believe he's got any damage. How does the 48 look? I believe it looks fine there. That was a big incident there. I need to see the other side of the car. Kind of hard to tell. 48 looks good. Another near miss for Cody Lamas. This was a big hit. Vanderpesh, Pericles, and Fiegel were all battling. There goes Vanderpesh and Pericles off the track. We're going to get another view of that. Up and over they go. And how did Lamas miss that? How did Lamas miss that? But this is probably championship over for Christian Vanderpesh. One of the main championship contenders was in it. Around he goes, into the grass, up the track he goes, hits the wall real hard. And Do It For Dale Jr. was involved, as to his Maverick Force. Oh, Fordale was actually going to get out of that with relative ease, but that was kind of a bad incident for him there. This was the site of one person's championship ending, and another one's almost ending. Right before our eyes here, and around goes the lead group, and Lamas just slams on the brakes, nearly hits both Fiegel and Vanderpesh, and just gets really lucky. And since Lamas didn't pit, he's all the way up to second position in front of Matty Mine, the fastest pit stop of the day. Vince Freeze also didn't pit either, so top 3 in points are actually doing a very good job right now, making sure that they're still in this. So now Lamas has got to his car to the point where it can handle, but since track position means so much around this track, they didn't pit. The plan was here is that they didn't want any of these championship contenders, that none of these championship contending teams wanted to be in the Hornet's Nest where all these accidents have been happening, and so that's why they stayed out. Here they go, it's Freeze, Lamas, and Myatt all at the front of the field, and here they go as, contact there between the slow Irwin and Ard cars, and I believe that was Fitzwater, the highest running non-championship contender, as right now they're all being held up, and the top 3 are all major championship contenders at the front of the field here. And this is where the 91, crash there! There's Irwin going nearly off the road there. As now, people are getting frustrated with Irwin there. That was Kenny Maya in the 9 there, another championship contender. Oops, sorry there. So the 60 cars all over the track now. We got cars dipping and diving all over the place here. The 28 of Hashimoto's having issues getting around this track. Right there is, here we go. Very strange lap there, especially with the camera screwing up there. As the 6 of Fitzwater's trying to carry around the 18 of Hart. And now the 91's trying to make a move on the 48 with the 50 in the lead. Crash! Connor Monaco's around! Another incident in this race has been a kind of a crash fest so far, but it's been a very interesting event here. That's going to bring out another caution. It's just proving that anything's possible as Irwin gets into the wall, and that sends Monaco around right there. Wow, somebody went flying through there. One of the Ferraris, that was, I believe, Hashimoto. Yes, it was Hashimoto. Flew through that incident there. And now Lamas is coming down pit road since he didn't pit last time. Freeze is staying out. Lamas has to go into the Hornet's Nest once again. That's not where Lamas wants to be. So once again, it's going to be Freeze, Myatt, Fitzwater, Hart, Myatt, and Curtis all at the front of the field right now. Lamas is all the way back in 12th position. So this is where things are going to get very interesting here as this race keeps going and progressing. It is a bit of a crash fest, but it has been good racing when we've gotten some good racing out of it. It's been a very intense race today. Here we go, green flag is back out again here. The 91 and the 50 get a great start, the 10 does not. Fitzwater gets going also. Can you imagine if Fitzwater wins this race? Here they go, around this track here. Everybody seems to be getting a good start there on the outside, as the 10 and the 81, they've been going at it all day so far. So here we go once again here. The 48 is being held up by Fordale, his teammate, who doesn't have a hood. Lamas is. So Lamas has to get up this field here, or else his championship hopes are done. The 91's going for the lead of the race now. They've done an awesome job staying at the front of this field here, making sure that they can stay in this race. Here comes Fitzwater now, trying to shove the 91 around here so that the 6 can get the lead. The 50 now is fighting back on the outside. Very, very close racing at the front of the field here. The 9 and the 18 now are coming up the order as well. The 91 has now taken over the lead of this race. Outside moves are definitely possible around this track here, as the inside is very bumpy around this Calder Park Thunderdrome. Lamas was in the grass for a minute there. We're going to take a look here. Here comes Perkins now back onto the track as well. Perkins had an off as well. We're going to take a look and see another near miss for Cody Lamas. Yeah, this one was on, oh, we got a caution, I believe, as well. This one was on Perkins going down low there. No, we don't have a caution. I thought we did. But Perkins came down on Lamas there, and that was a near accident there. The 91 has a big lead now. This is not what the championship leaders wanted to see, was the 91 leading this. And here, this is just all right down to what's got to happen here. As here comes the 9 with the 50 now, shoving their way along here, trying everything they can around this Calder Park track. You know, Matty Million tends to get some very good runs on these kinds of tracks here, these ovals. Very different than what her father's used to. The 50 now is trying to take over second position, but will it come to any avail here? As the 91 is just escaping right now in the lead. This secondary group has kind of made themselves go single file here, and that's good for them because they are catching down the 91 car. But now you've got the 6 trying to make a move on his teammate. Can he buy it there? Oh, this race is getting very, very championship interesting, as the 48 has clawed his way up to 10th position. The 48 is on the move here, but it's clear that the 48 isn't as strong as some of these other cars. However, the 91's one of the slowest cars on the track right now, I believe, as the 48 is actually quite quick. Lamas has clawed his way up to 9th position now. Fighting through the field here is going to be the name of the game for Cody Lamas as the green flag run's kind of taken over here. Here comes Freeze now on the 91. And oh boy, championship implications all over the place here because that 91 is that high up the grid, and consistency means a ton in this series right now. But as it stands right now, the 91's going to have a big point lead going into Port Skyline. So the 50 now has taken over the lead of the race as the 91 is fighting there. There's the 6 now in this battle. The Fitzwater, Hart, and Myatt now are in 4th and 5th, quite solidified there. Oh, we got a car blowing up. That is Sean Ard there, Texan native. Lamas is up to 9th, clawing his way up the order here. And will they throw a caution for this? I wonder. Doesn't look like it. As now the 6 now is making a move on the 91 for 2nd. So this is what Freeze wants to see. But will it mean a lot for everybody else? Lamas is trying to chase down Benoit Lothaire-Ravine a little further back here. This is for 8th position here. It is what Lamas is wanting to see here as DJ Curtis and Ryan Hump, they are duking it out for 6th. Ooh, if I'm Cody Lamas, I'm starting to get nervous because we haven't had a caution in a while. Fitzwater, the Australian, would cycle to the lead, but he is being held up by Do It for Dale Jr. And down on the inside, there goes Fitzwater with the lead of this race. And, oh boy, man, if we see Fitzwater win the Australian race, that would be something special. Lamas would actually get by Benoit Lothaire-Ravine for 8th. However, a caution would come to save the day for him, as a debris yellow would fly, bunching everybody back up again for some more calamity here for the end of this round of Australia. Nobody pitted under that yellow there. As you can see, the leading championship contender still in the race. You got Freeze in 5th and 2nd, Myatt 3rd, Hart 4th, Myatt 5th, and Lamas 8th. Lamas has had a struggling car all day, but it's going to be interesting to see if he can claw his way up the order, because he has been one of the fastest cars in this last stint as the race has gone on, because he has pitted later than everybody else. Possibly another pit stop in this race. We're not sure of that. This race is going to get very interesting later on here. Ooh, somebody's grenading. That's going to help out Cody Lamas, at least. Not grenading per se, but that's Ryan Haupt. That's an easy spot for him to get up the order, as Haupt has a problem with his car. Here we go. Fitzwater's in the lead of the race. Oh, Hart's blowing up. Noah Hart's done. Noah Hart's blown up. That's his championship over. But here we go. Noah Hart has grenaded the motor. And that's it for poor Noah Hart there. But that's going to be an easy spot for Cody Lamas there. The 88's holding up. The 91. The 9's going underneath. Oh, here we go. The 9's making his own line there in the middle here. Here we go. Green flag is out. What's the 88 going to do? The 88's got to be blocking the 9 a bit, the 91 a bit here. 91 is going to get to the outside there, as the 8 is struggling. The 9 is struggling with him. There they go. Accident on track. The 88's around. The 60's in it. DJ Curtis and the 88 are in it. No yellow for that. And here we go now. Another near miss for Cody Lamas. He's worked his way through this field quite extensively. He is up to 5th position now on this race. He's working with the 9 to get back up to the 91. No yellow for both DJ Curtis and Do It For Dale Jr. wrecking there. We thought that would be a yellow, but it wasn't. We'll take a look at it again. Here it was. The 9 kind of just got sick of him blocking and basically turned him. There's a championship on the line here in the 60, which just happened to be an innocent bystander there. We're going to go on board with the 48 again here. We're on board with Cody Lamas here. We're going to see how quickly this championship again could have gone up in smoke for him. Right in front of him, 2 cars wrecked there. That could have been a lot worse. However, there would be a caution that would come out as Benoit Theravine gets into Clara Irwin, and around goes the 2 of Alexander Spencer into the wall there. Connor Monaco gets a piece as well, and that's going to be another yellow. Once again, not much has changed at the front of the order. Fitzwater, Freeze, Myatt, Lamas. That's your top 5. Benoit Theravine is in 6th, Rudavara 7th, Monaco 8th, Perkins 9th, Spencer 10th. Only 11 to go when they go back green here at Calder Park. All the championship contenders are at the front of the field here. Green flag is out. Here we go again. Curtis gets a great start. Fitzwater does not. Haupt doesn't either. And there goes Freeze to the inside here. Ooh, accident in the back. That is going to be Turner around with Benoit Theravine. That race did not get going much, but they're not throwing a yellow for it. Freeze is trying to get going with his teammate down on the inside. Still no caution. They're going to keep it green. Oh boy. Here we go once again here. Fitzwater now. Down low. On the 60 there. I'm sorry, Myatt there. There's a championship battle is heating up here. Zachary Fitzwater's the only guy in the top 5 that's not a championship contender. But he's out just for the glory of winning his home race. The Australians are a very enthusiastic bunch who is very loyal to their driver, Zachary Fitzwater here. Of course, there's now Australian ownership in the series. And once again, this is where things are going to get very interesting here at the front of the field here as the 91's trying to make a move on the 50. The 9's also there trying to make a move. I think the 9's going to be eliminated from the championship unless if something happens to the 91. Here as the 50 now is trying to hold the outside. Old tires, everything is a possibility here. The 91 and 9 are working together. Down low here. The 91's sliding up a little bit there. And the 48 is there. All the championship contenders are basically right on top of each other right now, as Fitzwater's kind of running away now. Towards the back, we're going to take a look here. Everybody's all basically spread out. The main racing here is for second, as Fitzwater is leading this race with relative ease. So the 9 now is trying to make a move on the 91. The 6 is gone up at the front of the field. The 50 is just trying to hang on as the 91 takes over second. It's so hard to make a move work. You can make a move, but it's hard to complete it around this track. The 48's trying everything he can, as it actually looks like the 91 is going to gain a few points on everybody in this day. That's not what these championship contenders wanted. They wanted it to be a duel in Port Skyline. This race is getting very, very crazy. As the 9. The 91's starting to get away here. The 9's got clear air. The 48's making a move on the 50. The 50 and the 48 have got to be kicking themselves for letting the 91 actually get points around here. Meanwhile, the 6 is gone at the front of the field. 91 is running second. However, the 9 would make a move on the 91 for second. Father-daughter battle at the front of the field now with the last lap now. But today is going to be crazy in Australia. Zachary Fitzwater comes off the final corner. He is going to win his home race here in Australia. And who's going to get second? It's going to... Oh, gosh, I don't know who got that. I think the 91 got it over the 9 in third. But, oh, boy, I think we're going to see a celebration like we've never seen before with Fitzwater winning in Australia. Oh, boy, that's going to be a fun race there. Third is going to go to Myatt. Kenny Myatt, that is. Fourth is going to go to Cody Lamas, and fifth is going to go to Freeze. Let's take a look and see what the margin of distance is, and take a look at your results. Zachary Fitzwater wins the race with Matty Myatt second and Kenny Myatt third. There are only 6 1,000ths of a second separating them. Cody Lamas is going to come fourth with Vince Freeze fifth, Connor Monaco sixth, Johannes Rudavara seventh, Sean Perkins eighth, Benoit Lether-Irvine ninth, Alexander Spencer 10th, Turner 11th, Curtis 12th, 13th goes to Hopt, 14th goes to Irwin, 15th to Force, and then 16th is the first car out with Noah Hart, 17th to Do It For Dale Jr., 18th to Ard, 19th to Hashimoto, 20th to Fiegel, 21st to Vanderpesh, 22nd to Pericles, 23rd to Tauger, 24th to Orman, 25th to Jacob Hart, 26th to Shepard, 27th to Monaco, 28th to Ryback, 29th to Rail, 30th to Jackwater, 31st to Scott Roush. Now the points. Who will be your championship contenders entering the final race? So, leaving Calder Park, we have Matty Myatt on 343 points, with Cody Lamas not too far behind in second position, and Vince Freeze not far behind that, only 11 back in third. So if an accident happens, that's going to be the way it works out for that. So it is 7 points back, so 7 positions or a pole in a couple of positions for Lamas. Freeze is only 11 back. Now, Kenny Myatt is quite a ways back. Kenny Myatt is a grand total of 21 back. He is going to need to basically win and get the pole realistically and have his daughter finish in the lowest, anything below 25th. So, with that being said, that's how that championship's working out as well. Looking at Rookie of the Year, Benoit Lether-Irvine has 234. Jesse Turner has 217. There are 17 points separating the Rookie of the Year contenders. Those are the only two that can win it right now. Everybody else is mathematically eliminated, so that's their race done. Noah Hart and Christian Vanderpesh, you guys got eliminated in this race. Sorry, better luck next year. With that being said, the Round of Amari at Port Skyline is the finale. The ARCSOA World Championships in Port Skyline is next weekend. We will, or as in 2 weekends, we will see you then to crown a champion. Will it be Matty Myatt, Cody Lamas, Vince Freeze, or Kenny Myatt? That's going to be a big championship fight for everybody to see. We'll see you next time.